Hey Stalwart Fam.
Hey.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
My name is Faith.
My name is Michael.
And we are the Stalwart Lovers. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. We are glad you stumbled upon us. Alright, let's jump into the video for today. So what are we doing today, baby?
Today we're jumping on something that is actually trending right now. You know, it's making the waves on social media, in the news, and we just feel like we really need to drop a thing or two about this because of our Christian brothers and sisters who are also caught in the trend, caught in the web of the ideology that's going around, and that is about a footballer named Achraf Hakimi, who filed for a divorce.
Whose wife?
Whose wife, actually. His wife filed for divorce and demanded half of his property. I mean, that's statutory. But she was, however, informed by the court that her millionaire husband owns nothing, as all his property is registered under his mother's names. Hakimi receives £1 million or euros. I can't remember. I think it's 1 million.
I think it's euros.
Okay.
Well, this is pounds, though.
It's pounds?
Yeah.
Euro and pound. I'm not confused. Euro is the one that has this one, Abi.
Euro is like this. It's the one
the
pound is like this.
Take me as I am. Hakimi receives £1 million from PSG monthly, but 80% of this is deposited in his mother's name.
In his mother's name.
In his mother's account. He has no property, no car, no house, no jewelries, or even clothes in his name. Anything he wants, he asks his mother to buy it for him. And everybody says this guy is smart. I mean, because right now he's parting with his wife who asked for the divorce.
Yeah, but now it looks like he would even get half of his wife's
because whatever
money.
the wife has, they're going to have to share it as well.
Yeah, because there is nothing legally in his name.
Yes, and I mean, people say that he's smart, and maybe people say that he has learned from people like Jeff Bezos, like Tiger Woods, whose divorces. I mean, for Jeff Bezos, his wife parted with over $30 billion, and I mean, he was still gallant. But someone like Tiger Woods, someone like this footballer, a boy, they were bankrupt.
They got bankrupt, yeah.
Yes, because of it, because when the wife took, a
huge sum of money.
Wrecked them, because whoever has the custody of the child also takes much more. Yeah. So, I mean, babe, what do you think? I mean, is this guy really smart? What's going on? Do you think he's smart? I mean...
To be honest, I feel like there is, like, a problem with their marriage. I feel like the marriage in itself, I know that there was an alleged rape, right?
Yes, but actually.
Even though there was an alleged rape, it has not been confirmed. Once an alleged rape comes along, it just straight up, I want a divorce.
So you're saying that the wife asking for a divorce based on an alleged rape was too hasty?
I feel like it was too hasty. I feel like it's possible the marriage maybe had some issues. I mean, guys, bear in mind, we don't know anything about them.
Yes, we don't know anything about them.
We're just looking at things based on just
the information provided.
Based on the information, based on how things are happening. Maybe there's been some things happening in the marriage. We never can tell what the woman is enduring or what the man is enduring or stuff. We don't know any of this. So I feel like there was probably some issues with the marriage already.
That's an assumption.
And then another assumption could also be that because of how much the guy's money is, probably the marriage had ended in her mind all the while, but she was just looking for an excuse to just go away with some huge sum of money. I mean,
I feel like, no, to be honest, your opinion is valid, because there are a lot of women who have left their husbands and parted away with a lot of money, and it is not far-fetched to think that she was so quick to file for divorce based on an alleged rape, because she knew what she was going to get.
I mean, just imagine if she didn't have much to gain.
To gain, rather, yes.
Yes. Would she be that quick to actually file for divorce?
Yes.
Based on an alleged rape. I mean, guys, let's bear in mind this was it's still an alleged rape.
It's not yet proven.
It has not been proven. Yeah, he has not been. And guys, we are not trying to victim blame here or anything like that. But it has happened several times in history that a woman would say, oh, this man raped me, and eventually, was it not Bill Cosby?
Yes.
I mean, that was crazy. How is it that a man got locked up in jail and all they did was release him?
Yes. It is sad. There have been several, not just Bill Cosby. There have been several cases where a man was actually sent to jail, and the lady later confessed out of guilt or whatever, that okay,
I was just
he
trying
never
to pull him
really,
down,
never really raped me, and then the guy cannot recover his life back.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there are no actual.
Of course, there
cases.
are also actual rape cases, which is why, as long as until he is proven guilty, you cannot accuse him of being guilty.
Yes, and then immediately you are saying you want to fight for
so
divorce.
So it's easy
right?
to say that you did that because of what you might gain out of it, and then you are shocked in court.
Yeah, and then I feel like the guy is also a mommy's boy, right?
Assumption.
That's another assumption.
So there are two assumptions I have about Hakimi himself. Number one, he could just be playing smart. He has learned lessons from a boy, Tiger Woods, and all these people.
That's a very big possibility.
And it's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do marriage with my brain on my one side. Like, hello, if you want to go anytime, I'm not gonna lose too much.
Yeah.
Because he, the difference in their age was even like 12 years.
So wide.
The lady is 12 years older than him, from what I read.
Yeah, and they married when he was 19.
They started dating when he was 19. And he was already rich at the time. Let me read some comments, some reactions from social media briefly. Someone said that whatever he did, I applaud him for it. Some same women that are angry at him for using his mom's name have never used their husbands as next of kin for anything. It is the greed and dishonesty of people that has brought us here. Let everybody protect themselves. Well, I get this
guys, what do you think of this, guys?
I get this person's perspective. Let everybody protect themselves. We're coming there. We're coming there. Someone else talked about women, build yourself, focus on your life, work till you succeed. Don't be a stay-at-home mom. Split bills instead. Today, an alleged rapist is being celebrated and a faithful wife scorned. Be wise, women. Don't build a man. Build yourself. But we can argue that she didn't build him. He was already rich before they even met. Yeah, he was a footballer with a promising career. So I can assume that he was being smart about it, or that he's just a mommy's boy. Because everywhere, even the pictures where he had his awards, his mom was the one standing next to him and not his wife. You could tell that this is a threefold marriage. So I could assume
third party is strong.
He's a strong third party.
In fact, it was his mom that probably even advised him that, my son,
keep this money in my pocket.
Keep this money with me. You know I will take care of you. I got you. I will not spend your money. Just keep it in my name.
So I can assume that he's a mommy's boy. Yeah. And people said a lot of reactions. Nigerians are like, so you are thinking of keeping your money in your mom's account. By the time your stepfather divorces your mom and takes half of the money, or even your mom, your money is not safe with your mother. Yeah. Because you just realize that your mother is nowhere to be found. But that aside, what are the lessons that we can pick from Hakimi's marriage and divorce story? I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, which is why we are here.
Yeah.
Guys, a lot of false ideology is flying around right now about marriage, about how to deal with finances, about this person being smart, about this person being whatever. Guys, this is still not the right idea for marriage.
Yes.
We understand and we reckon that Hakimi and his wife, they are not Christians. So we could as well assume that, okay, it's a worldly view, or it's a world view to just, or it's a worldly way of handling your marriage. To just feel like, I can't share everything with my partner, with my wife, with my husband. I mean, it would be the wise thing to do, to keep my money elsewhere or not in my name and things like that. Guys, this is not the right way. This is not the God way.
It's not.
Right? So we don't blame them because they don't know any better. But we are talking to believers now.
Yes.
Don't say because, somebody is being smart about something. Don't let an ideology drive somewhere in your consciousness that it is okay to be separated in your finances, right?
Yes.
It never ends good. It's never a good thing. Don't have that mindset that divorce can happen at any time. As much as, there's a room for, divorce can happen if there was a problem, if there was an issue, maybe there was domestic violence, all those abuse and things like that.
Consistent infidelity.
You understand what we're saying? So we know that there's a place for that, but at the same time, marriage was meant to last.
Yes.
That was God's idea. That was God's design. That's why God hates divorce. Not necessarily the divorcee, but he hates divorce. He hates that a marriage an institution of marriage so beautifully curated by him could just get destroyed out of the blues because of that. Because a lot actually goes into a divorce. A lot
goes into it. People actually spend a lot of money, even getting divorce lawyers and all that. People spend a lot of money. And I think, like you said, absolutely don't get into the lie. Don't buy into the lie that Hakimi was smart. It could be smart from a secular perspective, but tell yourself that that's not right. All right. So, and this is what I'm saying. Another lesson is that you have to judge what is evil as evil.
Yes.
As a believer, when you see something, you see, evil might be served in a very palatable plate, in a very acceptable way for you, but you must be discerning and say, no, that is not right. I'm a Christian. You know, in the kingdom, we don't do things like this. And as much as that looks okay, it's not okay
That's
for
not
me.
My life.
It's not okay with me.
That's not my lifestyle. Bless you, baby.
Yeah, thank you, baby. It's not okay with me, and that's not going to be what I will do. Don't buy the ideology that it's true. Hey, man, you must be smart. Hey, you must keep your money.
You must build your
and then
life.
you start hearing men too. Oh, as a woman, my husband cannot just be having all access to my money, blah blah blah. See, we're going to do a video, and we've been promising for a while, but we will actually do it this time.
Yes, and we're doing it as the next one to show that our promise.
So we can commit to our promise. The next video after this, we'll be talking about finances in marriage, in a kingdom marriage. What's our opinion? What do we do? What's working for us? And what's our advice generally on that? But see, judge evil for what it is. You know, someone once advised me when I was still a single man. You know, this person is very, very dear to me. You know, and the person told me that, see, let me tell you something. When a man has money, he must not tell his wife all the money he has, because once a woman knows that a man has money, all she will be thinking about is how to spend that money. You know, I was much younger then. When I heard that, I just said, thank you, sir. But I judged that as an evil advice. And I told myself, never. That would not be me. All right? Even the person that was telling me, I could see that that was not working out well for him in his marriage. Right? So, when you see evil, you must judge it as wrong. Don't take every advice. Don't take every ideology and take it all in. That's why we're doing some of the things we're doing, you know, countering these ideologies, you know, exemplifying the right kind of marriage, so that you paint the right picture of marriage for yourself. You know, so you have to be intentional about this.
Yeah, and you know, adding to your intentionality, adding to all these things, you need to not focus on the right things. Focus on actually marrying the right person.
Oh my God, so important.
Guys, if you can get this right, marrying the right person, which is, I mean, you would see a trail of thoughts all through our videos if you go from the beginning and everything like that.
Absolutely.
We have a whole series on choosing a life partner, because this is so important. When you choose the right person, you'll be free to fall in love and be in love.
Yes, and be vulnerable with all that you have.
With all that you have, with your 100% and his 100% coming together to make something beautiful.
Absolutely.
Guys, marry the right person. Marry a godly person.
Yes.
Marry a person that fears God, that loves you to death.
Yes.
Literally, like, marry somebody that is all for you, that does not have any evil intentions against you. I know that maybe marrying a person as a rich guy or a rich lady, you might not. I mean, I think the lady is an actress or something.
I don't know too much about her.
I saw that she's an actress. She has like $3 million, you know, things like that. And the guy too is a footballer. So there are two rich people, right?
Yeah.
They probably married as rich people, you know. But even in that riches, even in everything, when you marry someone that is God-fearing, that is loving, that loves you and loves God and chose you and is directed by God and is submitted to God, it really goes a long way. It really helps you. That kind of person who just wants to divorce you just like that.
Yes, yes. I think it cannot be overemphasized that you should marry right. Take the time necessary. Patiently wait. See, we've always said it. No matter how long you've lived on earth and you are still single, by the time you marry, you will most likely still spend much longer than that being married.
True. That's true.
So
that's true.
a couple more years being sure of who you want to marry is a good investment into your future.
It's very good.
It's a good investment. So take the necessary time to do that. Set good standards for yourself. Set godly standards for yourself.
Have good qualities.
Imbibe good qualities and say anybody that doesn't have these qualities and these ideologies is not fit for me.
Yeah.
That's where you start from.
Yeah.
Don't just jump into dating and because you feel so in love, one day he asks you to marry him and you're like, oh yes. And really, that's really what we just really need to interrupt this trend and say, guys, open your eye. Open your eye.
And say our own thing.
All
yes,
right,
and that's just what this video is about.
Yes,
right?
don't forget we have promised our next video is going to be about finances in the kingdom marriage. Wait for it. It's going to be a blessing. All right. Look forward to it. If you enjoyed this video, come on, like it. Come on, give it, a good reaction. Drop a comment. Let us know, what do you think about Hakimi's reaction? What do you think about what a Christian's perspective to this should be? Drop your comment. Let it float. Let it float. We love to read your comment, and we'll react to as much as we can find. All right, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't,
and like this video
us on all our social media platforms. We're on Facebook now, the Stalwart Lovers. We're here on YouTube. We're on Instagram at @the_Stalwart_Lovers. We're on TikTok with the same ID
and then
as well.
And then Twitter as Stalwart Lovers.
Twitter as Stalwart_Lovers. I mean, follow us for much more amazing tips on relationship and marriage. So till we come your way again,
keep loving
and keep believing.
We are
the Stalwart Lovers.